Hello, good morning and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. Right, the weather conditions that we're receiving right now, it's not going to stay like that for long. So I'm out super early. We're hoping to do a little bit of a mixed session. I'm going to first order of the day is finding some bait. Hopefully I can find some mackerel, some sand eels, some pilchards, something like that, and then we're going to try a little bit of mixed fishing. You know you're up early when you're out before the commercial guys. All the commercial potters are just setting off, so that's how early it is. This actually will show you how sensitive the echo sounder can be. This was as it was running normally, and as soon as I've hit this little bit of wash created by that boat, that shows you the difference on the seabed. So yeah, the seabed here is flat, but because I've been moving up and down, it simulates a bumpy seabed. Let's go and get some bait. What a stunning morning. What have we got? Oh, a little horse mackerel to start. Get another dozen and then we'll be doing all right. Occasionally when I'm steaming around and I'm fishing, you'll see me looking back at my electronics. What I'm doing is I have a split screen. This is a map showing me where I am, and this is showing me what's underneath the boat. This is a sounder. So I've just gone over a bit of a valley. These are the patches that I'm looking for. This is the seabed, and these patches are bait fish. So you can see they're hiding just on the back side of that gully. There's a little bit of bait fish. There's a bit and there's a bit. Now you can sometimes tell by where it is in the water what it's going to be. Generally if it's up in the water it's going to be mackerel, if it's tight on the bottom it's going to be things like pin whiting. Sand eels generally nearer the bottom. Yeah, and now I'll just fish my speakies, try and hook them out. Exactly as I said, that little patch of fish that were coming through that were tight on the bottom, and I said, oh, they'll probably be pin whiting. Those are pin whiting. Absolutely tiny, aren't they? But the interesting thing about that is we actually had a couple of feathers here and there, look, which have had a little fish on and have been bitten off. So there's something bigger down there eating these little guys, because I've had the hooks on and they've come and bitten them off. It's a good sign at least. That was a nice little surprise. There's sun directly behind me as usual. There you go. Just running in from catching some of them bait fish, just about to anchor up. I thought, oh, that looks nice over there. I'll try throwing a lure. Try chucking a lure around over there. And literally, second cast, lovely little bar of silver. There's the lure in its mouth. That is a 360 Storm Biscay Minnow, and that's in Ghost. Always nice to see, aren't they? You do have to be careful when you're handling bass, because right on the side of here is a spine, and every single one of these is a spine. Under there's a spine. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh. There you go again. Slightly smaller than the last one, but still stunning. Oh, missed it, missed it! Got that one though. Now this one, it's been a while since I've caught one that small. Whoa. The small ones do tend to pluck at it. Your bigger fish will snatch it, whereas the smaller ones tend to pluck at it a bit. Let's go around and try that again. This was very much just reacting to the conditions. Just steaming along between a place where I was catching bait fish and where I was going to anchor up. And I saw a couple of birds on the surface, and I thought, I'll tell you what, there might be some fish there. Another little tiny one. And another. Right, we're getting quite close to the rocks now. Wind's got up underneath the canopy and we're getting quite close to the rocks. So we'll back off and go around again. There's a fish. Again, a couple more fish have followed this one up. All just under minimum landing size. The area I'm fishing over is really shallow, with lots of weed, so I think I'm going to have to go to a smaller, lighter lure. Try one more with this lighter lure. They're following it. I can see them following it. They're just not taking it. Just don't want it for some reason. Ooh, that one did. I just felt a little tiny pluck and I thought, that'll have that. Yeah, I just had the tiniest little pluck and I thought, that fish will have that. So I just, as soon as I had a pluck, I just let it drop. So let the lure sink a little bit and then wham. Now this one is more of what I would call a resident bass. I'm sure the other ones were like properly silver. I'll see if I can't put a picture in here next to this to show you. But this one has got more green and brown in it. You see? In the sides of here, it's got more of like a yellowy greeny brown. Whereas the other ones were bar silver. This makes me think that this fish lives here as a resident in the estuary. The other ones are visiting. Yeah, he really did want that one, didn't he? Come on, pop. There you go. Give me it back. See you later. Oh. Yeah. Just switch to a lighter lure. Weed and more weed. Let's go. I've got myself anchored up. Now we're pretty much bang on the turn of the tide. So as you can see, wind and no tide, we're swinging about a bit. All I'm doing is I'm fishing very simple running ledger rigs. And in fact, I'll show you. Wait there. When I'm baiting up, what I like to do, I've filleted off a couple of the scad that I caught earlier and I've pre-baited 2 or 3 hook lengths. All it is, it's just a very simple hook length of Call that 2.5 feet of 40-pound mono with either a 3/0 J hook or a chinook hook. And I've just knocked up a couple of baits and I'm just putting my baits out. Now I like to put them at angles away from the boat. I've currently got 2 rods out. We'll see about getting a 3rd rod out just to cover a bit of area, and we'll swing it about a bit so you can't go mad. But yeah, the target is thornback rays, bullhuss, that type of thing. The type of bites you're looking for: bullhuss can be like a real aggressive bite. Thornback rays can be like a patting bite or a streaming away bite. I've just had a little knock on this and I don't know what we've got yet. It looked like a ray bite. Yeah. I would say that's most likely a ray. I'd actually just reeled one of the rods in to change the bait over when this one got a bite. Now rays aren't known for their fighting prowess. You're not going to get like a mega fight out of them. But when you're using light and balanced gear like this, they can be a lot of fun. Thornback rays generally in our area, if you're getting them above £5, they're a female. I have had some cracking ones from the shore near here, but the general stamp is usually around £4 or £5. For some reason the little males just seem to get on the feed faster than the females. Bullhuss on the other hand, you catch them from everything from being that big to being £15. I don't know if you can see the boat swinging round now. Nice little male thornback ray. There we go. There's the hook, there's the bait. And there are a lot of thorns. Let's get him unhooked. I've just recast this out and I've got this on a locked in lead. It's just so that it rolls around in the tide. So I'll cast it out and leave the bail arm off and it'll roll around. Hopefully it will then find a gully. It'll roll and roll and roll until it finds like a little defilade, like a little gully. And these gullies hold fish. There's a bite. Just dropped it. That was a bite, that. So it'll roll until it finds one of these little dips. And those dips are a natural holding ground for fish because food sources accumulate there. As you can imagine, the current will roll little bits of particles of food and they'll find these gullies. Fish know where they are. So it's sometimes good to put a rolling lead out. When you're drifting around like this, swinging about, you can stick grip leads out to the side to keep your baits anchored where they are. Or you can just roll with it. So far the rolling lead has produced the fish. I've unhooked that ray and it's just recovering in that tub. We'll get a look at it in just a second. I just want to see if that bite comes back. Bullers are notorious for giving like a real aggressive bite and then just leaving it. It can be really frustrating. Let's get them baits sorted out. We've not got long now before this rain comes on. I'm going to put this ray back. I had hoped to be able to fish for another 2 hours. But I'll spin the camera around in a minute. We've got some very dark clouds on the way. So, one last look at this guy. You can tell this guy's a male because of these two. These are called claspers. And funnily enough, this dark patch on the nose, I've noticed that quite a lot with some of the local fish. Incredibly thorny cheeks, and these thorns go all the way down their tail. Go. See you later. We have got some horrible rain clouds just on the horizon and they're coming this way. So I am going to take this as a sign to go. The fishing today has been very simple. I was just using 3/0 specimen extras on a 2.5 foot hook length of 40-pound mono with the barrel swivel on the end. The bait fishing, I was just using standard sabikis. I did hope to catch some mackerel and some sandale, but horse mackerel or scad is just as good, which is what I got. What's going on here? We might have just chance to sneak one more fish out. We're getting a little bite there now. Might have found a bonus ray right at the end. Oh, it's digging to be down there. That's a bonus. That is a cracking looking male ray. Easy, easy. Look. They're all aggression with that tail, aren't they? Look at him trying to mace me with it. In fact, actually, if you can see on there, he has got a saltwater leech stuck on his tail. Just near my finger there. I'll relieve him of that before I put him back, but he is a very attractive looking guy. Lovely colours on him. I'll get that hook out, we'll get him back. Oh yeah, what a bonus. It's always worth that one last cast in it. It's always worth just saying, oh yeah, just 5 more minutes. Brilliant. He wasn't messing about, was he? Look. Well, what a fantastic way to end. Managed to catch some fantastic fish in a sneaky little session just before the bad weather comes in, just by adapting to what was going on. I had a rough plan of what I wanted to do, and I took it as it came. Found some lovely bass on the light gear. In fact, actually, the lighter rod that I was using is a 7 to 24 gram Abu Ike, and that's coupled with a Penn Class 2 3000 and 25 pound braid. The other rod that I was using, the heavier rod, my multiplier rod, is a Shakespeare. It's an ugly stick. But the rod that I just landed that last ray on is another Abu. It's an Abu Veritas. I think this is 40 to 100 gram. I've had this for a while, and this is a Penn Class 2 4000, but the high speed variant. See the difference there, that one's plain grey and black, that one's red and black. Yes. Fantastic little bit of inshore fishing just before it gets horrible and wet. The rigs were very simple, just running ledger rigs or using sabikis or light lures. I hope you've enjoyed joining me. All the very best. See you later.